Good morning. Today we are going to use the robot game to help us warm up our vowel power. I picked words that will help activate your vowel power. As we say them, I want you to notice the vowel in the middle. So the first word I want you to say like a robot is met. To do that, we need to say all the sounds. T. Your turn. Pen. P. N. Your turn. Dug. D. Ugh. Your turn. Top. T. Ah. Your turn. Tag. T. Ag. Your turn. And I want you to do the last two by yourself. The next word is rot. So show me how you would say that like a robot. Rot. And the next word is rug. Show me how you would say that like a robot. Rug. Good job. So playing the robot game is fun, but it's important. Sometimes we forget to use our vowel power when we are writing. This is a really important responsibility because your vowel power makes your writing easier to read. So today I want to teach you that you are responsible for using your vowel power. It is important to try your best to listen for the vowel sounds in every word. Then use your vowel power to think about what vowel you should write. So right now I need you to open your journals and you are going to write along with me. So I'm going to tell you a sentence to write and then you're going to write it in your journal. So writers, not only do you know a lot about vowels, you also know a lot about kindergarten. So I think that we should write a how-to book about gathering on the rug to share with our new kindergartners. So I have the title for you. It is called How to Gather at the Rug by Kindergarten. So I want you to look at this picture and think, if we were going to the rug, what would our first step be? You can tell it to me or you can tell someone else in the room with you. What is the first step of how we would get to the rug? Good. So this is what we're going to write down. Our first sentence is going to say, walk to the rug. Okay, 4 words. So I want you to write the first word down, walk. Remember, it's the beginning of a sentence, so it needs to have an uppercase letter at the beginning. Walk to the rug. So walk, walk, walk. Finger space, walk to. To is a snap word. You should know how to spell that. You should be able to write that like this. Walk to. Walk to the. So we need a finger space and the word the. The is also a snap word, so you should be able to write it like this. Walk to the. Walk to the rug. So finger space and rug. Say the word rug like a robot to figure out what the middle vowel is. Ugh. Rug. So your sentence should say, walk to the rug. And there should be a period at the end. If you are still writing your sentence, press pause because we're going to move on to the next page. Once you're done with that sentence, you can press play again. This is the next step. So the first step was to walk to the rug. So now we're on the rug. What could our second step be? You can tell me or you can tell someone else in the room. I want to hear. Good, those are great steps. So our second step is going to say, find a spot and sit down. So this sentence is going to have 6 words. The first word is find. We're going to start it with an uppercase letter because it is the first letter of a sentence. Find. 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 A, so you need a finger space. A. A is a snap word. You should be able to write it like this. Find a. Find a spot. So finger space, and then we're going to write the word spot. It begins with the blend. Sp. Spot. You can say this one like a robot if you need help. Find a spot. Find a spot and. So finger space and the word and. Find a spot and sit. So finger space and write the word sit. Say sit like a robot if you need help sounding it out. Find a spot and sit. Find a spot and sit down. Down is our last word. Down. Ow. So this one is a little tricky, but if you pay attention to the shape of your mouth, you should be able to figure out what vowel goes there. Down. And then at the end of your sentence, don't forget what goes there. So if you're still writing the sentence, you could press pause, but we are going to move on to our next page. And this is the last step. So the first thing we did, walk to the rug, find a spot and sit down. Now let's look at this picture. What could the last step be? You could tell me, or you can tell someone else in the room. Those are great. So we're going to write, have fun learning. 3 words. So the first word is have. Make sure you start it with an uppercase letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. Have. Have fun. So make sure you put a finger space. Fun. Say the word fun like a robot to hear what vowel goes in the middle. Have fun. Have fun learning. Now, learning is a pretty long word, so let's take it part by part. And then there's 3 letters at the end that make ing. If you do not know what those 3 letters are, they are I-N-G. So I-N-G is going to say ing in learning. So your sentence is have fun learning. Now I'm screaming a little. Have fun learning. So I want you to think about what punctuation would go at the end of a sentence that is going to make us shout. And once you have all 3 sentences written down, give me a thumbs up. Okay. So now you're going to have someone take a picture of it and you're going to send it in to me so I can read your how-to book. To end this lesson, I would like you to flip back to your journal to reread a writing from last week's writer's workshop about making the world a greener and cleaner place. And you are going to make sure that every single word has a vowel. If a word does not have a vowel, I want you to say that word like a robot to make sure, to figure out what vowel would go in there to make sure you have the correct vowel. And the password for this lesson is dog. Dog. Thank you.